Welcome to podcast 5 in the series of Who Let the Master Out. The last 3 episodes, we've been stepping through a 4-part meditation that I call the I Am Love meditations. And we'll review the final part in this episode. So if you want to hear more about the other parts, just check out the previous 3 episodes. I'll provide links in the description below and also links to my brettazen.com website and YouTube channel where you can listen to the meditation or watch the videos in individual parts and also as a whole. In the first part of the meditation, we became aware that we're unconditionally loved by our Creator and our hearts were filled with that love. In part 2, it ignited the realization that we are made of unconditional love ourselves. And we realized that we are not as powerless as we've been taught, but that we are powerful, supernatural, eternal beings. Then we went on into part 3 that had us release that buildup of energy that flooded into us, allowing it to overflow out to the world. So once all that love energy has filled us up, sparking it within us and flooding it out to the world, an incredible thing happens. We receive a flood of energy back from the world. Suddenly, we become aware that the entire planet and universe is also made from unconditional love. You know, when we magnify the cells of any physical thing, when we get to the nucleus of the tiniest particle we can find, we find what's called the God particle. It's basically the essence of unconditional love. It hits us that every person is a supernatural, powerful being made from unconditional love, and they're just playing the part of a physical human being in order for us to experience conditional love. Everything is made of love energy. Every animal, every tree and plant and rock, every element, fire, water, any structure. This entire physical plane is an enormous stage on which to perform this dramatic play. Everything is just props. During this last part of the meditation, we can see the world as perfect when we look through the eyes of unconditional love, because everything is exactly as it should be right now. We can embrace the world and everyone in it, and we can see any difficult situation in the world with new eyes. A challenging person in our lives transforms as we look beyond that character they're phenomenally playing, and we see the perfect being that sits within them. It's really so exciting when that happens. So let's find a quiet place to settle down in. Turn off your cell phone, light a candle or incense if you'd like, and close our eyes. Take some deep breaths in through the nose, and then gently exhale out through the mouth. And as we picture the color green just surrounding us, we can repeat slowly, the world is unconditional love. And as we did in the other meditations, we can emphasize the different words within that phrase to keep us present, but also to bring specific attention to the energy of that word. The world is unconditional love. The world is unconditional love. The world is unconditional love. And the world is unconditional love. You know, saying the words of this meditation out loud is very powerful. So if you're able to, I highly encourage it. The vibration from our voices actually moves into our brain as we hear the words. The energy generated from our voices also moves out into the physical plane, impacting the cells of our bodies and the expanse of the love energy sea that exists on our planet. It's similar to a Tibetan singing bowl, and there is a belief that the vibration from the bowl, when you play it, fills in the gaps in our physical energy field, converting the fear energy into unconditional love energy. In the compilation video I recorded, where it has all 4 of the parts of the video combined into one, I used my singing bowl throughout it. So if you want to experience the singing bowl, check out that video because it does play throughout the entirety of the meditation. And I'll also throw a little snippet in at the end of this meditation as well, or this podcast. You know, love energy is timeless as well. So if you do watch that video, you might feel the energy of that moment ripple through you. And it can cause a tingly sensation, or it might feel as if electricity is shooting through you. Not like at high voltage or anything, just a little spark there. But that is the spark of the essence of unconditional love. So don't freak out if you do feel that. Well, that kind of sums up the overall meditation, the I Am Love meditation. So hopefully that helped just bring some really good foundation on who you really are. Because as we move throughout this podcast towards, letting the master out, this is a huge piece of it. Next episode, we're going to look at one of my favorite mantras that I call the spice cake mantra. So I'm excited to share that with you as well. But until then, break the cycle. Be free. Be big. Because we're giants in a world of giants who have been taught that we're weak and small. But it's time to rise. It's time to let your master out.